make your goals more realistic. And there's gonna be certain things that you know 98% that you're going to accomplish. So I think it was very nice for me to be able to put on the bingo board, you know, some things that I like felt very good about the fact that I was going to accomplish them, and kind of mix them in with, you know, larger, more, I'll say like reach goals. So for this. Okay, you guys can tell it's been so long since I've done a sit down video. So we're back. We're ready to talk. Hair check. Alright, hair is checked. Okay, let's get into it. Hey guys, what's good? What's popping? It's your girl Sister here, back again with another video. Happy New Year, happy 2024. Let me first catch my breath. I'm always out of breath when I'm doing intros. It's gonna be my first video this year, and it's a very special video. I'm gonna be introducing you guys to a new series on my channel called So Sip and Chat, where beauty meets dilemma. And as you guys can tell, my name is Sose, so obviously I didn't want to make it too be like Sose Sips and Chat. No, so I joined it together and I said So Sip and Chat. Goal setting. I am going to be inviting one of my favorite guests to my channel, one of my friends. You all have seen her in all the vlogs. Her name is Camille. When she comes over, she's going to introduce herself. Perfect for this video because it's a goal setting video, and obviously who sets goals like Camille Smith? I believe she's about to knock. Let's go. Here she is. Hey. Are you ready? So beautiful. You too, babe. Welcome. Go and sit on the couch. I'm gonna get us our drinks. Alright, first of all, I'm gonna show you guys what we're drinking. Yeah. It's dry January for me. I don't know if you're drinking liquor. Not for real, but since I'm on vacation, you're probably gonna. Just for that. Yeah. So we're gonna have kombucha. Which one do you like? I don't know. I love ginger ale. So yeah. Healthy. Contact me. Period. Alright, I was telling them that my favorites. What was I saying? I was telling them that my favorite girl is gonna be on the channel today because who does goal setting? Except Camille. Camille is the queen of goal setting. So she was just perfect for this video. So basically, I don't know if I told you about what this new series I'm starting is gonna be like. So it's me just reading dilemmas, but not in today's video. So I'm gonna read different dilemmas. I could have people on Instagram send me dilemmas, and then we're gonna sip on our favorite drink while doing either beauty, like skincare, blah blah blah, but not in this episode. Okay. And answering the dilemmas. Okay. So yeah, today we're just gonna sip. This is a serious video, okay? 2024. You have to get your goals right before you start doing any other stuff. Right. So yeah. First of all, before we start, I know I'm always out of breath. We're gonna introduce our guest. Are you hot? No, okay. Okay. I'm gonna introduce our guest. I am Camille Smith. I had to say the Instagram name on all platforms. I'm gonna leave it right here and in the description box. So take off, introduce yourself. Okay, cool. So my name is Camille Smith. I am a chemical engineer, social entrepreneur, and content creator based in Philadelphia. So I'm very excited about it. You already mentioned I love goal setting. It makes me really happy. And I really try to bring that joy to, you know, my platforms and people that are interested in setting goals that actually stick. I feel everyone can set goals and think about like what they want to do, but like how are we actually going to accomplish it? So at the end of the year, we're like, oh, like we set this and we actually did it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. Woo! So excited. I love this flavor. You do? I love this flavor. I'm a ginger. So, sip and chat.
I love me some kombucha.
It's so refreshing.
I love me some kombucha.
Like, okay, it's business time. I wrote down, if you guys see me looking at my phone, I wrote down the questions that I'm gonna ask you. All right, we're gonna start off soft. Okay. This is gonna be like conversational. So if you guys have your notes, take down your notes, whatever. Ask your questions as well in the comments down below. So how was goal setting for you last year? What did you try? Or were you doing stuff that you were doing like from previous years?
So I actually did kind of switch it up last year. So usually I look at my yearly goals in a quarterly basis. I think sometimes when you set, yearly goals, it seems kind of like intimidating and like, I don't know, kind of scary.
Yeah.
So I try to look at it, we have 4 quarters of the year. So like, okay, how are these 4 goals going to equal, whatever you're going to go, right? But I was scrolling on TikTok. I came across this Black woman. I don't remember her handle. Hopefully I'll be able to find it. But she was talking about how she thinks like gamifying her goals would be like beneficial. So I have always loved bingo. Like I feel like everyone loves bingo. Like,
yeah.
So I was like, all right, like I have these goals. I have these quarterly goals and my yearly goals. I'm basically just gonna put them randomly, in a bingo board and just like kind of see across the year, like if I can get a bingo, how many, spaces I can get.
Yeah.
And it literally kept me so engaged the entire year. I don't know, again, if it was just like something in my head that just like made it more fun or just made me like always think about it or like go back to it. But like, not only was I really trying to like accomplish a goal, I was like I started being like strategic about it because like, okay, if I had like 4 out of the 5 goals completed for a bingo, like I would really go hard on like that 5th goal so I could get an actual bingo, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, it kept me engaged. I'm gonna do it again this year. This year my board is gonna be 6 by 6, which is 36 goals.
Wait, last year was 5 by 5.
5 by 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I'm excited about it. So yeah, that was something new last year.
This bingo board that you did, do you have like a template that you can share with people?
Yes, so I do have a template.
And what app? Like, did you use it on?
I used it on Canva, or I made it on Canva. Super normal. And again, I think sometimes like having a template just to start, would be beneficial. So the bingo board is again one of my favorite things that I adopted last year. In 2023, I had a 5 by 5, which is 25 goals total. But in 2024, I'm actually gonna have a 6 by 6, which is 36 goals total. I'm super excited about it. And I think one of the best things that you can do for the goal bingo board is have a very even mix of things that you are like 98% sure that you're going to accomplish, and then some reach goals. So for example, I personally do solid core, and I know that I'm going to be taking those classes at a certain cadence, so making sure that you have those types of goals, hitting those certain milestones. For me right now, 100 classes, I know that I'm going to be hitting 100 classes because they don't take my money even if I don't take the 100 classes, you know what I'm saying? So having that as a space that you can actually cross off on your bingo board, but also mixing that in with something that I want to challenge myself to do physically is run a 5K. I personally actually have asthma, so like I used to run track in high school, stopped running, but like long distances have always been, kind of difficult for me.
Wait, because when you're doing this 5K, can I do it with you? Because my brother's like, I need to run.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Yeah, we should do it.
So yeah, like, running a 5K is something that's going to be a little bit more challenging. I don't know which 5K I'm going to do yet, but it's something that I can attain. So also putting stuff like that on there too. So again, I think it's just really important to make sure that you're mixing things that for the most part that you're going to be able to accomplish and those reach goals, so that when you are crossing out those things that you know that you're going to be doing, you're getting closer to that bingo and you want to go a little bit harder to actually figure out if you can bring that reach goal to fruition.
Yeah.
So I'll provide that to you just so you can give that to them.
Right.
Again, anyone can use it, and you can change the colors. I'm a brown type of girl. I love neutrals. I love browns.
Yeah.
So right now that's what the template is. But if you like green, change it to green.
Yeah.
But everyone should have access to Canva. I personally use the pro version, but free version is perfectly okay as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. The pro, just so you guys know, the pro version just has like extra fonts and colors, but nothing that deep. Exactly. You can just use the same thing. Yeah. So did you accomplish everything that you wrote down on your bingo board, or like you had to move some things over?
I had to move some things over. So I honestly can look at it right now. Some of the main things that I did not accomplish last year, that I want to do this year and hope to do this year, is like I would love to actually be flown to like a brand event this year.
Yeah.
And again, like I feel like when you set it up like this, again, it's like more like uplifting and like gamifying. So like it doesn't feel as bad when you don't accomplish something, or at least it didn't for me.
Right.
Something else, I want to monetize my personal YouTube channel.
Period.
I was able to, grow my subscriber count, which was really, really exciting.
Yeah.
And I love the community that I'm building over there, but like right now watch hours are, pretty difficult. So yeah, monetizing my YouTube channel I wasn't able to do last year, hope to do this year. Those are just a few that have come to the top of my head that I'm going to move over to 2024.
Next year.
Yeah.
And you already said you didn't feel discouraged that you didn't accomplish those things. So how would you encourage people, like when they're setting their goals, how do you encourage them to make it like more realistic? How do you make your goals more realistic in a way that you feel like it can actually happen, like it's achievable?
Yeah.
And like, since it's a bingo board, obviously you have to keep it short. How do you like write out different steps that you have to take to accomplish that bingo? Do you have like an extra app where you write down your goals, or like you just keep it in your head?
Okay, so a few parts of the question. Excuse me. The other app that I use or website that I use is Notion. I'm obsessed with Notion. I'm a huge like list girl.
Yeah.
And Notion, at least for me, enables me to basically compile all my lists that I have like on my phone, that I have written down, that I have like in random places into one place.
Yeah.
I can also give that to Benita as well, because I do have a template for quarterly goals on Notion as well.
Right.
That is free. You of course can like monetize things like that, but like I want people to be able to feel good about their goals and stuff. So that's like also a free template as well. So I use Notion 100%. As it relates to like putting the goals into a bingo board, I just kind of randomly assort them. Now, something that I did do unintentionally last year is for example, I pursue salon classes, so does Benita. I already knew that I was going to be doing the same package that I was doing last year, so I basically have 10 classes a month. So for last year, I was leading up to my 50 classes. So that was a space. Okay, complete 50 salon classes. Because realistically, you shouldn't brush past those things. Like those things are also goals that you're accomplishing as well. So I think it was very nice for me to be able to put on the bingo board, some things that I like felt very good about the fact that I was going to accomplish them, and kind of mix them in with, larger, more, I'll say like reach goals. So again, being put out to like a brand event. I didn't know for sure how that was gonna happen or if it was gonna happen. So that still should be on the board, but also mixed in with things that it's like, okay, if I keep doing what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna also accomplish these things. And it kind of like makes you go harder. I used the example before, like having like the 4 out of 5, goals accomplished. And it's like, all right, maybe that 5th one is a reach goal. Now let me like really put in like work to see if I can really get it done before the end of the year. And if you don't, then you move it on to the next year.
Period. Yeah. So she said Canvas, she said Notion. The bingo board was obviously on Canvas. Do you traditionally write it down? Because I watched I listened to one guy's podcast, and he was like, writing goals down is better for you to remember it than to type it out.
Again, I think everyone's brain works
different ways.
So I love me a pen and paper. It's gonna eat every time. Okay, but I think just like for sustainability, like longevity, I'm a multi-hyphenate. I'm doing a lot of stuff all the time. So I'm never really good at keeping like one notebook or one journal to write everything. So like Notion again is good for me, and it also has an app like you can like download it on your phone too. So like if I randomly have an idea, like I can just pull up my phone and like type it out, or even if I write it down on a piece of paper, like later I can put it into my Notion. So again, I'm continuing to still compile everything. So yeah, I think it's more just like a function of
fuck you, bitch. Cool down your throat. All right. Another question I have, I feel like this one will help me as well. Do you group your goals in classes? Like for example, wellness goals, spiritual goals, that kind of stuff.
Yes. So initially, my goal setting is pretty, I'll say, I don't want to say dramatic, but like I have like a method to madness. At the end of any given year, I do a full like reflection. And basically it's like this table. It's also in the Notion template. You'll see. But basically, I'll like rate like 1 through 10, like how I feel I am in any given area. So like physically, how do I feel I am? Relationships, both platonic and like romantic, education, just like a bunch of different, you know, things that are really important to me.
Yeah.
And based off how I rate them, and I do provide myself space to give context, then I will start like thinking about goals in those groups. Because like usually whenever I like catch up with my friends, I'm like, all right, how are you physically doing? How are you emotionally doing? How are you actually doing? Right?
Yeah.
So like just like to categories make things easier for our minds to process.
Right.
So I definitely start that way, but over the year, it doesn't necessarily always have to be in those specific categories. It just kind of helps me start thinking about it.
Yeah, and then you also mentioned you group your goals based on what you want to accomplish: Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So under Q1, do you like break it down in months?
So before I didn't. This year I'm trying it.
Period.
So again, Q1, I usually do things in threes. Threes just feel comfortable for me.
Yeah,
so
Q1 isn't it meant to be in threes? Specifically, 12 months and there are 4 quarters.
Well, yes,
okay,
but
okay.
I mean threes as in like for a quarter, I'll have 3 goals.
Oh,
right. So like for Q1 for me in particular, it's creating a sustainable posting schedule on all my platforms.
Okay.
It's staying consistent with like my working out and my exercising, and then really diving deep into like affiliate marketing, because that's something that I really haven't like used all that much as a creator.
Yeah.
So setting up a storefront on Target, on Amazon, on like to know it, like things of that nature. So those are my 3 goals.
Right.
And then within January, February, March, again for Q1, I've had like kind of smaller intermediate goals under those goals.
Okay.
You know, that kind of, again, everything totals up to, I'm an engineer, so math is like my thing.
Yeah.
Everything totals up to like that 1, 2, 3 goals, yearly goals that you're aiming towards.
Nice, that's really good. So, and then how do you tailor your day-to-day lifestyle to make sure like you're hitting those goals? Because everything comes down to how you do your things day to day.
Right.
And so that it doesn't get overwhelming and you're just trying to cram all the goals at the end of the year. Because I know at the end of the year, everyone is just trying to catch up on stuff that they missed out on.
Right.
Last year, that was me, and I moved everything. Most of the stuff.
Well, it is true. Everything comes down to daily habits that you have. And I think this year, the reason that I started to do like January goals, February goals, and things of that nature is because I wanted to really work on the day-to-day as opposed to when you think too like broad, again, you're not gonna be able to accomplish things. You're gonna be procrastinating or like whatever. So like I don't know, just really trying to like look at the Notion app. Like when I actually fill out the template, looking at it. Like after, like you can do all this stuff up front, but like if you're not gonna be consistently looking at it on a regular basis, like is it really gonna
look at it?
You know, you have to come back to it. And again, the goal get bigger board is what keeps me coming back. I'm like, all right, like I was able to cross this off, but like what else can I cross off, or what else can I work towards on a day-to-day,
right?
You know, and things like that.
And Camille does a very good job at keeping herself accountable on social media. I don't know if that's your mindset, but like her posting her bingo board at the end of like the month sometimes or each quarter, and then saying, oh, like look at how far I've gotten. I have 3 more at the end of the year. I feel like that helps with accountability because, you know, you're sharing it with people. And also people get inspired that way as well, because even me, I was like, share that template with me, girl.
That's the goal. And even if you don't want to share it publicly, like, I don't know, everyone feels differently about social media.
I saw that. You saw that thread?
Yes.
You saw that thread.
Even if you want to share it, like, if you have like a close friend, or like share it with like a few people that you trust, that like, it's like, hey, like, these are the things that I'm trying to accomplish. Or again, like celebrating the actual goals that you have accomplished. I feel like this past year, I started to do that with myself and my friends, and I want to keep doing that. Like, when you hit 50 classes, like, we outside.
I know, I'm almost hit that 60. I wrote hit 60 classes this year. First I put 100, and then I just scaled it back because I don't think that's realistic.
Well, exactly.
Based, because you can actually count how far was the core.
Yes. Yeah. So again, realistic goals are important, but again, that when you hit that, you know that that's within your reach.
Exactly.
And again, we're gonna be outside celebrating.
I know.
The solid core is hard.
It's hard. It's so hard.
It's hard.
So we're about to end. So what is Camille up to this year? Like, we know you're the travel queen. Guys, go ahead and follow this bag. She's a travel queen. She's always outside.
Pulling my
what
Notion. I can show y'all exactly what I'm up to.
Period. Oh, wait. Before we do that, actually, do you still do vision boarding?
I do.
So how do you prefer? How is bingo? Do you feel like bingo board is better than vision boarding?
Again, people's minds are different. Like I'm always a visual person, so I'm always, every month I make a mood board. And again, so the mood board is tied to the individual January goals, the February goals, the March goals, whatever. So like that's like very tailored. Go through Pinterest, find different photos. I always try to find people that look like me.
Exactly.
Which is very important. It like tickles a certain part of my brain that I'm like, like this girl is on an island. Like I'm gonna be on an island.
If she can, I can.
Or like literally people like studying. Like I'm studying for my project management certification. So like, you know, that's gonna be something that I'm gonna be focused on this year. So I don't know if either one is better. I do think the bingo board keeps you engaged for longer, but like if you're a visual person, then I would say mood boarding.
Yeah, I also feel like sometimes the mood boarding too can make people just, like for example, putting a girl with 6 packs on your mood board, it could make you feel discouraged as well. So just do what works for you, also emotionally.
Exactly.
So yeah, just us. What's Camille up to this year? What's freaking big?
Okay, so large goals. I want to diversify my sources of income. I work full time as an engineer, but of course with content, I also have that as a source of income as well. So I really want to diversify my portfolio. I want to actually establish myself as a public figure, like really going into like my personal brand. So doing panels, speaking engagements, like going to conferences and things of that nature. And then I also really want to grow STEM Social, which is a hub for aspiring and established Black STEM professionals. So that looks like going to new cities, having more attendance, partner with, you know, good or well-known organizations. So those are like my yearly goals. Traveling, girl, I'm gonna be on a cruise.
She will
in 2
always
days.
travel.
I'm gonna be going to Costa Rica. I'm talking to my one friend about going to Guatemala City. I might be going to Colorado with homegirl. Like we outside.
We are outside.
We're trying to be. Ooh. Hey, I got the outside, so that. Something that I personally really like about this template in particular is your ability to reflect. I think it's really important to reflect on where you currently are before you actually set goals for the next year or even the next quarter. So within this template is a table that you're actually able to rate different portions of your life, whether that be education, career, finances, emotional state, business ventures, relationships, both platonic and romantic, overall energy, travel, physical health, and basically rate them from 1 to 10. How do you feel about them currently? You're also able to prioritize them. So looking forward, do you want it to be very high priority in your next year, or is it more low priority? You talk about where you currently are. You talk about, you know, at the end of the 1 year, where do you want to actually be, right? And then also you're able to reflect a little bit more on skills and habits that you'll have to kind of create in order to accomplish said goals or get to the place that you want to get, and what current habits do you have that are kind of deterring you from, getting to that place. But I absolutely love the table. I think it's really nice, and again, gives you a very good reflection point to be able to start off and know exactly where you're starting from in order to set goals that are realistic for you. It's like, why didn't you say that to me before?
You can still do it, because we're still in January, and some people's new year start in February.
Right.
All right. You talked about STEM Social. The people don't know what STEM Social is, guys.
Right. STEM Social is a hub for aspiring and established Black STEM professionals.
Yeah.
We help us by 3 different things. We have year-round programming, which looks like events. We have 2 different types of events: Black women in STEM meetups, and then Black people in STEM mixers. The meetups are more activity-based, and they're specific for Black women. They're much more intimate, giving us a space to be able to connect with one another. Versus Black people in STEM mixers are usually a little bit larger, still intimate, because that's a very core value of the organization. But we run a venue, we have food catered, we have drinks.
It's lit.
Exactly.
Lit.
And it's more social networking. I think sometimes when you think about professional networking, it can be kind of scary. I'm very outgoing, but I don't know. First impressions are always important. So we really just create an environment to be able to meet other people, either in the same industry or just in the greater STEM community. This year we're going to be rolling out, which is our second thing, personal and professional workshops.
We actually tried that out last year.
Yes.
1 workshop.
Yes.
So there'll be more.
Yeah, so that'll be on a monthly basis, which I'm very excited about. I'm actually in charge in creating those workshops, so I'm very, very excited about it. And it'll be the first Thursday of every month from February through November. And then lastly, we also like to, you know, back, you know, aspiring and established STEM professionals through the means of scholarships. So we actually were able to award our first set of pay it forward scholars. Last year, we were able to give 3 $1,000 scholarships to undergraduate and graduate STEM students.
Yeah.
Which is really, really exciting. And, you know, we should be very proud of ourselves. Our team is growing. I'm just...
The meeting yesterday.
Yes, we had a packed agenda.
A lot of people.
Yes, so I'm very excited about it. And our first event of the year is going to be February 24th in Philadelphia. Philly. And I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be really nice. We are partnering with a venue that's super, super dope.
The venue she actually did her birthday in the last vlog.
Period. So I'm super excited about it. Tickets are gonna be dropping on MLK Day because we're keeping it black. And yeah. Follow us on Instagram.
Follow STEM Social.
Bonita is actually our head of content. So if you want to interact with her, the STEM Social account is her. You feel me?
Right here, STEM Social. That's what it is. And it'll also be in the description box down below. And then when the tickets drop as well, I'm going to put it down below so you guys can purchase if you're in the Philly area, because it's going to be fun.
So much fun.
You're going to meet fine boys, fine girls, you know? People that have sense.
Right, smart
people. But yeah, you were doing amazing things, girl, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of Camille right here. Like, she inspires me. I say aspire. She inspires me a lot, especially when it comes to goal setting. And she was just a perfect person for this video. So if you guys would love to see the amazing things that she does, definitely go check her out on Instagram. Okay? And follow her. Help her achieve her goals as well. She's trying to hit 10K. Fuck, no words.
By the end of March.
Yeah.
We can do it. We're close.
And then she has amazing vlogs on YouTube as well. So definitely go check that out too. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing our faces. We'll be back. We'll actually be back and we'll expand more on what she does, what I do for another Soul Sip and Chat series or episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do you have any final words to say to the gang?
Continue to watch the videos and support my girl.
Yeah.
Or we gonna have a problem.
Period. What do you like to say? Love you. Need it. Alright, cut the cameras. Bye. Love you guys. I probably have to turn this off. Yeah, I do. Alright. Let's be serious. Cut. Take 2. We're gonna walk back in. Let me see how it looks first. Damn, this thing is making noise with the WhatsApp. Let me turn it off. Give me a second.
To do our sip. So, are we doing it before every question, right? Or not?
Really?
That's what you said.
Okay, we can just drink. No, it was just for the intro.
Oh,
well,
okay.
actually,
No,
let's just do like a drink.
Okay.
Like
You don't have to. I'm just trying to make sure I'm a guest.
You've been talking. You need a drink. Always in the week before I start like asking the questions and stuff, I'll be like, we'll both say so, sip and chat, and then we take a sip.
Okay.
And then it starts. Come on, speaker! You deserve to be on a panel.
Period.
Okay.